Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Obioma, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, you guys are welcome. Must have seen the title of this video, and yes, we're going to talk about how you can get an accommodation in Canada even before you're be back at home in your home country, or while you're here already in Canada. Okay, so if this is a video you're interested in, and if you want to know more about accommodation in Canada, kindly stick around and let's get started. So yeah, guys, I'm going to talk about like three important places you can look for accommodation either in your home country or while you're already here in Canada. Okay, the third one, I'm going to start from the least to the top. Yeah. The third one will be Kijiji, Kijiji.ca. Yeah, Kijiji.ca. I don't know. Many people get accommodation in Kijiji, but for me, you guys, I don't really like Kijiji because if especially if you're in Canada, the landlords and those that are renting will reply, they will respond to you. But if you're back home, you guys, if you're back home in your home country and you are responding or to a listing, like you're chatting a landlord, they will not respond to you. Like, it's that crazy. Like in Kijiji, like unless you're already in Canada, they don't even care about your inquiries, your whatever you're asking them for. No, they're not ready to answer you unless you show them that you're in Canada. Like especially most of them in Kijiji, when they post a listing about a house, they post their numbers and their email. So when you call them, you can't call them in from your home country. Like it's a little bit difficult, right? So when they see a call about a house and inquire about a house, and they know that you're calling them from in Canada, they respond. But even while you call them and they're responding, like they are not. I don't know why the landlords in Kijiji, like they don't like responding even while you're in Canada, let alone in your home country. Like they don't even care. They don't even reply your email, because of course you have to send them email if you're in your home country, right? Even if you're in Canada already and you send them email, they respond. And even if you call them, like they will answer, but their response is not. They'll tell you, okay, like, can you call me back in the next, and then it's just like that. That's it. So you can, but some people are also lucky and get an accommodation through Kijiji. For me, it's the least place I would advise anybody to get to look for accommodation. But if you can try, of course, why not, right? People also get accommodation from Kijiji, but for me, I don't really like. My experiences with Kijiji landlords are not so good, so I wouldn't like rate Kijiji as the top place you can get an accommodation either your home country or already in Canada. So the second will be Facebook Marketplace. We all know Facebook Marketplace is our go-to place, both buying, both selling, anything in Canada or even in your home country. But for us in Canada, yeah, Facebook Marketplace is like our go-to place. Like anything you want to buy, like today, like you want to get it today. If you don't want to go through Amazon, if cheaper prices, you go to Facebook Marketplace and get, and you get whatever you want. Everything you want is in Facebook Marketplace. Everything you want is in Facebook Marketplace, and accommodation not left out. And one thing with Facebook Marketplace is that they respond to you. Most of them, as you're even typing, once you send, like most of them are even seeing it, because they are like present in, they are like, seeing your message immediately. So like they respond faster. But one thing with Facebook Marketplace is that they will also like you to be in Canada. If you're in home country and you're chatting a landlord or an agent that, oh, you saw this house and like you want to buy that, okay, you're in your home country, can you show me videos or pictures? Like they're like, oh, but if you're already in Canada, it's easier. They like ask you, like they communicate, answer and send you more information, and also let you know that you can come and view the house. And of course, why not? You have to come and view your house, the house you're paying for. Okay, but in some cases, if you're not really, even if you're in Canada and you're not available to come view the house, you can either do an online virtual viewing, or you can send somebody that you know that is around that area, and then let that person help you view the house on your behalf and later give you a feedback. Okay, so Facebook Marketplace is a very good place to get accommodation. It's very good. It's a very good place because you see varieties of rooms. They post listings every day. That's one thing with Facebook Marketplace. They post listings every day. And one thing you should know that if you're looking for a house in Facebook Marketplace, you have to message many landlords, like many landlords. So like should broaden like your research and like spend hours in researching, because as you're living, if you just click on a house and say, oh, this house is okay, I can come back tomorrow, like don't come back tomorrow, because as you're replying that landlord, as you're making an inquiry of a listing, many people are also making an inquiry of that same listing. So you have to be very fast. You have to be like, you have to show the landlord that you're very serious. Even if you're in Canada already, you have to show them that you're very serious, because you're not the only one messaging the landlord, you're the only one messaging the agent, right? So like even some of them, when you message them and they're like, oh, sorry, this listing is not available. But why is it not available? But you posted the listing and you're telling me it's not available. So yeah, some things like that. And then yeah, generally Facebook Marketplace is a good place. Sometimes it's not so good. I've had some positive responses from Facebook Marketplace when I was looking for a house, but most of them, finally my house isn't from Facebook Marketplace. So that leads me to my number one. And this one is especially for students. If you're coming in as an international student from your home country into Canada, this place is your go-to place, especially if your school is in Ontario, which is Places for Students. It's called Places for Students. This place, like, it gives you, like, they are always updating, and one thing with them is that they have affiliation with your school. Like, they have affiliation with your school. So like, even if, like, when my school wants to make an inquiry or email my school about any accommodation, they refer you to Places for Students, right? So like, Place for Students, like, they keep updating listings, and you know that these places are legit, like they are legit true. Like, even if you don't go to view their house for the place for the accommodation you are looking for in Place of Students, just be rest assured that it is legit. Like me, like my own apartment, like I didn't even go to view the house, but finally it's true, and it's a very good accommodation, and you will see even very good accommodation with affordable prices. I am telling you, Places for Students is your go-to place if you're looking for accommodation. You just go, type in your name, type in your school. After registering, you type in the name of your school, and it brings you all the accommodations in your school city where your school is, right? So like, it gives you everything you need to know about the house, the information, the contacts, everything. It's such a good platform to look for accommodation. It is for all students. So guys, so I'm outside. I'm going to complete this video here. Getting a house in Canada is not a difficult job. It's not difficult if you have the right channel, if you're going to the right places, and if you also have the right people that will also help you in your research and in your accommodation searching. So it's not such of a difficult job. So yeah, and then as you guys know, there are different kinds of accommodation. There is the apartment, there is a house, there's a townhouse, and there's a condo. Condos are very expensive. Apartments are a little bit expensive. Housing is a little bit cheap, and then townhouses are expensive. But for students, you can go for a house, and if you're going for a house, you know that in a house there is a landlord might be in the house. So houses are a little bit not so on the expensive side, so you can go for a house. But one thing with a house, like I said, is that the landlord might be in the house, might be living in the house, and most of us don't like our landlords being in the house. Like, I have someone that he's really looking for an apartment, but he doesn't want, like, he's been seeing accommodation, but he doesn't like that the landlords that are living in the house. And so it's your choice, right? So whatever you want. If you want a house that the landlord lives in, fine. If you don't want, fine. And you also know that there are also houses that have basements, so you can choose to be in the basement of the house, or it depends on the house, right? It depends on the availability of rooms. So another point I'll be making will be the type of accommodation that you want. You want shared apartment, you want shared room, you want just a personal room. Everything's up to you, right? So if you're looking for something cheaper, then you can go for a shared apartment. Like, it's not like a shared room, or like everybody has their own room. So you guys share the common spaces, like the kitchen, the toilet, the bathroom. That's the kitchen and the toilet and the bath at the same place, and then maybe the parlor and some other common areas. So, like, and it's always cheaper. This type of accommodation is always cheaper. Like, it's very, very affordable. At least you're all just paying for your room and the places that you guys are also sharing. So, and then there are also other places that just have to share the kitchen, and you have your bathroom and your toilet all to yourself. So there are rooms that come with the washroom attached, and then you just have to share the kitchen with the occupants, if there are like a one or two occupants in the house, or just the landlord. So you have to share the kitchen with the landlord or other occupants, and then have your bathroom and your toilet all to yourself. There's that kind of information. If you can afford it, very fine. And then also, most accommodations that have basements, you can rent. Some people rent the basement all to themselves. It depends. Like, there is basement apartment, renting all to yourself is very expensive. So you should know what you want. There's some people that can afford it, just rent the whole basement all to themselves. Like, the basement has a room, a toilet, a bath, a kitchen, all to themselves. So you can do that. You can rent the whole basement all to yourself. And if you're okay just staying by yourself and just you're living the big boy, big girl life, of course you can go ahead and pay for the apartment, the basement. For those of you that are in Canada, if there are other points that you know, that you can also drop them in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. So regarding the places for students, like I was saying, yeah, it's a good place. It's a very good place for students, especially for students who are coming into Canada. You can look for houses in place for students. I also know that not all schools are listed in place for students. Not all schools. You might also search for your school and you will not see it there. Okay, so it depends. But for my school, if you're coming to Georgian College, you can look for accommodation in place for students. That I know I can vouch for. Okay, I can vouch for my school. So there are also schools that are also listed in place for students. So it's a good place to look for accommodation if you're coming to Canada as an international student. So yeah, another point is that you can also book an Airbnb and get into Canada from your home country. You can book from your home country and get into Canada and then look for accommodation. So there's some people that just book an Airbnb. They don't need the stress of even looking for accommodation from their home country. They just book an Airbnb, and when they get into Canada, they look for accommodation. So it's also a good one. You can book an Airbnb for like a week or 2. Some people even book for a month, so they can have enough time to look for accommodation and get the best. So Airbnb is also a good point. Is also a good choice. And then another point will be additional point would be getting accommodation from your school, like getting into your school residence, right? So guys, I'll be ending it here. If there are any more suggestions or any more points, you guys can drop it out on the comment section and I will sure check it out. You can drop your questions also. You can also drop your contributions in the comment section. I'll answer them. And so yeah, like, oh, sorry guys, I've not been like so active. Like, I have been so busy. Canada has happened to me. It's not even an easy something. If you're coming in as a student in Canada, just be prepared. Like, there are so many things you think there are so many things guys don't know. Like, there's so many things that we're not informed. Like, so many things we're not informed. it's not a joke. Is you're coming to Canada to study? It's not a joke. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. So guys, it's not a joke to study in Canada. It's not a joke. So just be prepared. Just be open-minded. Like, and one thing I will also advise is that if you're coming in to Canada, it's also good to consider the proximity to your school. That's one thing that I'll advise. It's also very, very important to get accommodation that is close to your school. It is very, very important to get an accommodation that is close to your school because of the cold season. You don't want to be walking a long distance or traveling a long distance to your school during the winter. Like, it's not cold. Like right now it's very cold. Like, it's started getting cold in Canada in September. So you can now imagine what will happen during the winter. Like right now, I'm outside though. Like, I'm just a little bit cold because the weather is fair today. In the morning it was chilly. In the morning I was shivering in the morning. Like, even inside the house I forgot to turn on the heater. So yeah, it's good to get accommodation close to your school. Like, my school is just a stone throw from my house. So yeah guys, I think we've come to the end of this video. I'm going to be posting another vlog very soon, and I hope you guys check it out. Like, and please subscribe to my channel, like, and then give me a thumbs up. It helps me, you guys. We've not been growing, but it's okay. I understand people don't want to like subscribe and like. No problem, it is fine, no problem. Oh, it's okay. So just make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to also comment. Okay, I'll try and be consistent. This Canada and YouTubing is studying, and YouTubing is not an easy job, you guys. It's not easy, but I will try. Okay, I'll try and be, updating you guys. I came to Brantford to stay with my sister a little bit because my courses are online for now. So, but I'll be going back very soon to school, and once we start school, physical classes, I'm pretty sure that we'll be having a little bit of content more. Okay. So I am advising you guys. I asked you guys to please subscribe. I asked you guys to please like my videos. When you watch, kindly like it. It's nothing. Like, just like, even if you don't want to subscribe, no problem, but just like my videos. Okay, thank you so much. And please, not if you don't want to subscribe. So yeah, and thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for everybody that subscribed. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next vlog that'll be coming very soon. I hope so. So until I see you guys very soon, keep being good. God bless you, and remember to always be kind to one another. Remember to be prayerful. Remember to study the word, and so also trust in God. All of your heart desires will always come to pass, especially when you don't fret. Okay, when you don't get tired. Okay, God is with you, and I love you guys. Bye.